Hello, welcome world. I am about to show you and share my idea how I try to separate my baby fighting fish because they are almost 4 months old now, and I have had them on a 1.5 liter Coke bottles or Sprite or lemonade in my big fish tank while the females is swimming around. So I am going to increase their home within the big fish tank. So I have decided to save space and not having another heater, a filter, or another fish tank, which I do have quite a fair bit of fish tank that's lying around, but just to save electricity and space and lots of fish tank that's open. So I'm going to use this 2 liter Coke bottle, which is enough for the fighting fish baby to grow into an adult, but within the big main fish tank. So what I've done is I use the soldering tools. They are heated, electricity powered, and I have already made a hole on 4 of my bottles because I have 4 baby fighting fish and their dad. So I'm going to put it all in one big fish tank, plus they don't feel lonely in there as well. So I'll just show you. I made a hole on the bottom so the leftover food or their dropping goes through the hole, and they get constant fresh water, filtered water, so they don't get murky and they can breathe freely. So I'm just to show you that this is what I do. I put this soldering through there, get rid of that little black bit that originally from the cover of the bottle. So you just do that, and then I'll make a bigger hole because I want to put my stick on the top to hold the bottles up on the surface. I will show you later on how I did that. So I'm going to make it a good size because I just use a stick, any stick, whatever stick that you can find, as long as it stays on the top. Obviously this is a temporarily ways of homing my baby fighting fish until they become older and I can allocate them to their own proper own space, because I would like to keep these babies to mate. I don't want to sell them unless of course they get a bit older and I have a few babies from them, then I will do that. I started with 1 fighting male and 1 female, and now I have 12 female babies and 5 or 4 that is truly adult looking babies, but 1 that's still developing into a male and developing into an adulthood, but a 4 that's ready to, in a month, ready to mate again or mate for the first time, because fighting fish male is very expensive. It starts from $65 to $120, sometimes $150. It depends on the quality of your fighting fish, obviously. But my one, I am so thankful and grateful that I do have quite a very good quality. So this is what I do. I make a hole in the cap area so I can put through the stick. In that way it will stay up securely on the top of the fish tank, which I will show you later on what I meant. Just gotta be careful. I almost burnt myself because this thing is hot. Okay, so that's mine thing, and then I also make a hole on the top to put the fish inside. Okay, so it will take a little while to go through. Just be patient that you don't burn yourself. You can either cut it off with the scissors if you want. It might be quicker, but I like to do it this way so the mouth does not it's not sharp, it's quite blunt because of the melting of the plastic. So this is a good way of separating your male fighting fish. You don't want them to be swimming with the females, otherwise they will attack each other and their fin will be very torn. And plus, if you want to sell them, you don't want to sell a torn fin fighting fish. And plus, you don't want them to mate too early, because my fighting fish, they are super healthy. Even at 4 weeks they started making bubbles. That means they were just getting ready to actually mate. And some of the females is showing interest, and I don't really want to mate them so early. And plus, I want the male to mate with other females rather than the actual siblings. But if you do want a pure type of a fish, fighting fish, which I did not know before, they actually pair brothers and sisters, which is I'm not really keen on it. So we'll see what happens. But I do have 5 adult female that are ready to mate. So I'm just waiting for the boys to get a bit older. Okay, so I've done 4 of these bottles already. So my patience on doing this is a little bit not as good as the first one, because obviously my hands are a little bit tired. So this is my way of separating them, but I like the idea is also because the fighting fish, the baby fighting fish, will grow into this 2-liter bottle out of either Coke, lemonade, or Solo, or Mountain Dew, whatever Coke, whatever bottles you can find. They will also be, they see their brothers and sisters. They won't be lonely. They will have a fresh, filtered water, and their droppings can go through the hole, so they will never swim on their dirty water. And I clean my fish tank at least once a week. I just suck the bottom of the fish tank to clean the leftover food and their dropping. So here we go. There's the hole. So I'll put the fish through in here. There you go. And then the stick through there so it floats on the top. And then I'm going to put a little holes across there. So the water goes this far, and it will give fresh water all the time into the actual bottles that the fish will be in. And I will show you that later on, so you can see my baby fighting fish is quite happy and healthy. And I can't wait to have another breeding. That's my first successful breeding. Hopefully in a month time. They are quite hard to do because you really got to know what you're doing, otherwise you will kill the mother or the father, because at first they will attack each other. So you need to introduce them for a couple of hours, take the female out, then introduce again, and then the next day, once you see them swimming side by side, they kind of agree to each other, then you introduce both of them. And they will mate for, a couple of hours to 24 hours. Now I make a hole down the bottom here. There we go. And this will be the hole where the water obviously come in, and at the same time the dirty water or the droppings and the leftover food will go through the hole, and of course it passed to the other fish that's swimming around. And I do have some guppies in there. I have white guppies and cellophane female, and they have had 1 babies each lot. So I probably have 10 babies in there with 2 females and 1 male. And yeah, so that's my little birthing tank. I will be making another big tank, because I want to separate them to put the male fighting fish later on. But while they're still a juvenile, I'd like to keep them in their sorority tank, but separated in this 2-liter plastic bottle. So this is my idea. A small idea, but it helps a lot. and they are quite happy because I already got them in 1.5 liter at the moment. So I will show you that once I finish these, and I'll transfer the boys into here, and I'd love to show you what they look like once I get them out. So I will have a little bit of footage on them, so I hope you will enjoy watching them as I enjoy looking after them, and I could watch them forever. I could sit there and have my cup of coffee and just watch them swim and have fun. So okay guys, so this is my little handy tools. I'll just put that aside and then show you some more. So here we go, my DIY 2-liter Coke bottle or Mountain Dew or Pepsi that I will have my fighting fish inside. Now fighting fish does not need a bigger space, especially the male, but of course the bigger the better. If you put the male in a bigger space, they will grow a lot bigger. So but they're still inside the big tank, so it's kind of in a bigger space but in controlled section. Alright guys, well thanks for watching, and I will be showing you later on the rest of my separating my fighting fish.